this is just the politics that I read on the street.
Mm-hmm.
That the deputy mayor for KCC is now been given been picked to run Central Clarendon.
Mm-hmm.
So Henry wanted Joel to be his replacement.
That's the present mayor.
Right. So it seems that there was an agreement for him to give him the mayor. So now that things change, they are fighting for him to still remain.
Because
Bless up my people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. And in this one, my people, we seen Barnswell, a councillor in the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, basically explaining, letting the public know what took place in the chaos that occurred in the municipal corporation's meeting, where we seen the meeting was basically adjourned right after it started, my people, following, the 11-11 tie and the tug of war with the PNP and JLP of who to get the mayorship of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation. And my people, I want to listen to this. He's explaining everything on the Colin Bell Portland Spice TV. So you can run go over there with some people and watch the entire video over there. He even dropped the bombshell in this interview, letting us know that the word on the street as to why Mayor Joel Williams wants to hold on to the mayorship is because of some promise that was made between him and Deputy Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, Delroy Williams, for people. So they basically were going to trade spaces. So that's why I'm a whole arm of people. So politics in it, according to word on the street. Notification shout out goes to my good sis, Pat W. Big up yourself, Pat. Thanks for the continued support.
This chairman, or councillor rather, who presumed to be the chairman and mayor of the municipal corporation, refused to accept same and decide that he is now the chairman for life until the next local government election. I can't see any difference here in the municipal corporation for the JLP councillors to realize that they no longer have majority in the municipal corporation. And as such, the mayor, the deputy mayor must be from the different political parties. The different committees need to be reorganized and different members being appointed to the different committees and different chairpersons being appointed, because it's not business as usual. And we are saying to Councillor Joel and the other JLP councillors that going forward, there can be no peace if there is no unity.
talk to us about what is happening in the Clarendon Municipal Corporation right now.
What is happening now at the Clarendon Municipal Corporation is that there's a stalemate as it relates to who should lead the municipal corporation.
Yes.
What do I mean by that? In February of this year, February 26th, I think it was, there was a local government election. And the JLP would have won majority of the divisions. And as a result, they would have decided who be the mayor. That circumstances changed in November the 22nd from the by-election, where there's no even numbers of seats across political parties, 11-11 for both JLP and the PNP. The circumstances in February would have changed because now we have 11 seats and there's a tie, and we now need to decide who should now be the chairman of the corporation.
Yes.
To break our tie, persons used to look at different things to assist in breaking the tie. Convention, what is the precedent, and flipping of coin, or you have straws, long and short straw, you do a straw drawing.
Yeah.
Or in this case, now we use the Local Governance Act, or the 8th Schedule of Roper, to break the tie. And that is what we are saying to the mayor, that we are now at a junction where we now need to have this conversation.
Yes.
So I given notice last week, Thursday, that I'll be moving a motion this week to discuss the very same matter. And the matter was on the order paper, but where it came on the order paper was the second to last item on the order paper. So we were saying to the mayor, since Councillor Dawson is at item F on the other paper, and the motion that I want to present is at N, can we move it up to F since both of them link?
Yes.
And he said, no, we want to keep it there. But I said, Mayor, but we're going to discuss matters arising for a minute. We're going to go through government correspondence and all the other matters that has no relationship to what, we want to raise. So let us now get this out of the way, have it clear up so we can know how to proceed. He refused to allow us to proceed.
This call will be recorded.
So the resolution was just to, the motion was just to find out two things.
Mm-hmm.
Now that there is a tie in the corporation, how do we get past this? Because they are still in control of everything basically in the council.
And they don't have the majority.
The deputy chairman, the committees, them have all the chairman for all the committees and deputy chairman for all the committees. And them also have more members on each committee than the PNP. So all of that has to change now.
Right. So they are not willing to have that discussion, you're saying?
He wasn't willing to have the discussion. So the PNP councillor stand in protest.
So what do you do going forward now?
Well, I will make another attempt to speak. Well, at first going forward, I think we engage our attorney to now look as it relates to how soon I can file something before the court.
Mm-hmm. Because
where there's varying opinion on this matter,
mm-hmm.
then we have to ask the court to decide. Now, one thing I find really not ridiculous, but curious, I would use the word curious, is that when the Councillor Dawson was to swear in, the council from the Maka division, Romain Morris, asked the mayor, the chairman of the council rather, what section of the act is using to swear in Councillor Dawson.
Right.
And they make reference to the Roper Act, 8th schedule of the Roper Act, section 61, subsection 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go down that road to accept using that section of the act, then why not go ahead and use subsection 5 of the very same clause, 61? But they refuse to accept that one. So they pick
what that clause says.
Using the words. Sorry?
What does that clause says? Clause 5 you mentioned.
Right. Clause 5 mentioned in the event of a tie, the principal returning officer of the parish will broker the tie by having a casting vote in selecting the party which has majority votes to be the chairman.
Was the presiding officer present at the swearing-in?
No, the presiding officer wasn't there.
Because based on what happened now, the mayor is the one who does the swearing-in.
Well, it's with the secretary manager or the CEO.
Right. So wouldn't it stand to mean then that the clause only apply when the presiding officer would be present, where that would be at the end of a general local government election?
Well, that is what they are saying, that it only applies there, but it didn't. It's that in the event of a tie. And first nothing, it's general election, but there's an election. And
right.
Election can bring about results as it relates to change of leadership.
What about the
or the leadership remain the same? That's what election does,
Right. So what about
so we cannot treat a by-election and say that it doesn't give, or the majority that have is not counted, and everything's to remain the same. That's not my understanding of an election. In 2007, when we had that by-election in Western Portland,
yes.
It was 32-31. If we had won that election, what do you think would have happened?
It would have changed power, innit? Would it?
It would have changed, right. So I don't know, because we are tying up person saying that, that doesn't give. Let's forget about that.
So
the law is the law, so we have to just adhere to it.
And I am of the opinion, Councillor Barnswell, that this should go to the court to set the precedents, because as a young democracy, and it seems to me that when this law was made, the instant that has happened now with the by-election tying the council was not accounted for.
That's correct. And you can't have a law. You can't have laws that would speak to every event.
Right.
Because different things will arise at different times, huh?
And there's two things. You have the letter of the law and the spirit of the law.
That's correct.
And
just to share with you, in 2003, we didn't have this in the it was the Parish Council Act at the time. And we were tying Clarendon 11-11.
Yes.
And the senior members of parliament in the parish, Mr. Daly and Mr. Michael, we met, and they come to an agreement where the JLP would have the popular votes, so they would get the mayor and the people get the deputy mayor, and we will work perfectly well.
So
And
why that can't be the instance now?
That is it, because you see, I am told, and this is just what I'm told, that this is just the politics that I heard on the street, that the deputy mayor for KCC is now being given, being picked to run Central Clarendon. Henry wanted Joel to be his replacement.
That's the present mayor.
Right. So it seems that there was an agreement for him to give him the mayor. So now that things change, they are fighting for him to still remain.
Because so if he loses so if he loses the mayor now, the promise that they made to him would be null and void.
Thank you. And then you will have all kind of things happening from that side now if it relates more. Should the deputy mayor for KCC still remain as a candidate, or should they now ask that the councillor Williams move up to the rank?
But
I don't ever see the predicament.
I see the predicament, but what do you say to people who are saying to you that you should just allow it?
No, but the law, as I said before now, this is something which is new. There's a precedent that exists. And we know this can happen again. Maybe not now, cannot not that 10 years from now.
Right.
So now that we're at the crossroad, I think we don't need to deal with it.
So it is a definite that you are
amended.
It's a definite that you are going to court with it, because I heard the mayor saying
we're
that
going to the court. We're going to the court with it.
Right, because I heard the mayor saying that him don't have a problem, is the PNP have a problem, so they must go to court.
Well, that is his remarks, yes. But as I said before, let the court decide.
So it is now confirmed that the PNP will be taking this issue to court to sort out the leadership of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation.
That's correct.
So there you have it, my people. And as I stated before, the law is the law and they should just abide by it. They shouldn't even have to be going into the courts to waste any more time, my people. Because, as I stated before, they're working with the Local Governance Act, and the People's National Party are working with the 8th schedule of the Europa Act. And so they must come to some amicable agreement and make the People's National Party control the mayorship due to the fact of the by-election resulting in a 11-11 tie. What's the reason for the by-election then if one is tied and still don't want to remove themselves from mayorship? Makes no sense to me, but jump on the comments in the comment section where people tell me what to think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30K and beyond. Continue to support the movement by playing your part, like and share out the videos. Get this video to at least 3,000 likes. Check out the YouTube store, my people. Make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.